Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by Ghostbed.com. Yes, it's been 1 week. Oh boy, has it been 1 week since the debate?
Oh my gosh,
it has.
Exactly.
It feels like it was 1,000 years ago. And then tomorrow we're gonna have another one between the Veeps. It's gonna be Kamala against Pence tomorrow.
That one will be interesting.
Why? Because they'll be in sealed glass cages because of Kamala?
I think you'll just be able to really hear people talk. That might be...
Yeah. Well, there's a wall between them. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you hear about this?
No, but I've been around for the past couple months, so nothing really surprises me anymore, and it's fine.
The Kamala Biden ticket has asked for a plexiglass partition to go between the candidates tomorrow night. Because they're obviously worried that Pence has COVID and that she could get COVID. And I guess the piece of plexiglass is going to stop it. Even though the CDC yesterday said, it's airborne, we didn't tell you, or we forgot, or we didn't know, or whatever is happening.
Yeah, but the plexiglass will protect you from that.
Not if you're airborne. So they're not going to put them in a glass cage of emotions. Like there's still going to be an opening at the top. So if someone were to cough, it's going to go airborne and you're going to get the shit on you.
Okay.
And they're also saying it could possibly travel through the air conditioning and heating vents. So none of it matters. I don't care. And then, today, Joy Reid went scorched earth today. She was like, Trump's standing there taking off his mask last night on the balcony. It was very Mussolini. It was reminiscent of Mussolini. No, just the president of the free world taking off his mask to say, you know what, man? Who cares? This thing lasts for about 3 or 4 days, and then you beat it and move on with your life. Now, is he the president and he's getting the best juice on the planet? Yes, dude. Yes. And he admitted it. His doctors admitted it. He's on steroids.
Right.
How many times have I said this on our show?
That's how they beat AIDS.
Steroids. That's how you beat AIDS. That's how you beat everything is steroids.
You just take steroids, you work out,
The Rock,
go to Venice Beach.
Instead of coming out for a presidential candidate, man, all we want to hear is your cocktail of steroids, brother. Look, I've got some guns on me. I got the guns of Navarone here. I got some bear traps on me if I really flex out, right? Mm-hmm. It could be bigger. That's all I'm saying, The Rock. Mm-hmm. I'll drink the Terramana. I'll get a case of it. But give me that steroid cocktail, brother. I want to be juiced, son. Trump's on it. He looks great. Dare I say that's the best he's looked. Last night.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He probably couldn't eat. He was
couldn't
shitting
couldn't
through
get,
a tube.
Get a fake tan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thinnest you've looked. You've always said it. Man, I could go for a real good stomach flu this week.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. You've said on the show 1,000 times.
I just really, either that, I pray every day for a really bad stomach flu or to be abducted, but only for a couple weeks.
Oh,
abducted,
boy.
kept in a cage. I can't really eat. They kind of throw, soup and stuff at me.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I'll come out kind of, she needs to be nursed back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I can start from there. I just need a base.
Frailbird.
But in order for me to get to that point, I clearly need some other kind of intervention because just not eating is impossible. It's my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite
stuff like
he does.
Man. Yeah. You look great. You look absolutely great. Yeah, Trump's beating it, baby. He's on the juice.
Right.
He's on that steroid train that all humans should be on. I tell you what. I don't even give a shit about COVID anymore. let's create better steroids for all Americans to inject them so we can all be better humans. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The robots are going to beat us anyways. I might as well be jacked enough to punch a robot in the face. Like I saw that Boston Dynamics dog. We talked about it last week. Walking down the street. The only thing I kept thinking to myself was, man, if I was on steroids right now, I would kick that thing across the fucking street. And you know what? I wouldn't feel anything because I'm on steroids and my anger would be at an all-time high. I'd be all hulked up and I'd be able to kick that robot dog down the street and it would be awesome. Now, not on steroids, I'm probably not getting out of the car, right? I'm going to let the robot do what it does. And if I get a probe in my butthole from the robot dog, guess what? I deserve it because I'm not on steroids, you know?
Right.
So when I see Trump hulking up, pulling off that mask in slow-mo and just releasing, yeah, baby, you might as well have had Vince McMahon out there. I mean, you might as well have had Hacksaw Jim Duggan come out with a fucking 2x4 and just bash him across the shoulders and just maximize the Hulkness of it. I love all of it. Joy Reid is like Mussolini. No, he's not, Joy. He's like the goddamn Pope up there, living his best life. The only thing that could have topped off that performance last night was a nice little Pope wave or a Lady Di wave.
Right.
Just a little, hey, everyone, you know? You're my fucking peasants because I just beat COVID, motherfucker.
You seen the messages?
Yep.
G? Papa?
Papa G? What are the messages?
Buffering, stopping. Is it us or them?
All right. There we go. People
just
got
making
some
sure. Just making sure. If you're
slow
going,
internets.
If you're going on a rant,
And that
I
happens.
want people to hear it.
That happens when we're in 4K, baby, because that's something that YouTube did. That's new. They added a 4K option.
They did, but we are not broadcasting in 4K.
We are not broadcasting in 4K.
No. They only let you upload 4K videos.
Correct.
So if you want to see a nice 4K version of Jared Taylor's face, that's coming very
It
soon.
It looks amazing.
It looks
though.
amazing. But the reason I'm saying this is for the listeners at home. YouTube now has this option where you can press what resolution you'd want it to look into, right? They've always had it, but now it's getting higher and higher where it's just like, all right, cool, 1080. It used to be like 720 or automatic, like 480, where it was kind of grainy and all that other shit. So if you're in an area that has terrible internets, you're going to have buffering issues with shit like that. Like Tiffany Hart. I don't know where she lives, but her internet looks like a video from Al Jazeera, like where she is a fucking prisoner there.
Right.
So that could be the issue. But it's not Trump's issue. He's got none. He's on the juice, baby. He's on those steroids. Speaking of Trump, be best.
I'll be best.
More Melania tapes have leaked. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Do I enjoy them? You betcha, because that means Jessie gets to do Melania again.
I love her.
So do I.
I love her.
What's the 13-second clip we have here, Georgia? Are we allowed to play that?
So it's the same lady that is releasing all these tapes to try and get
former best friend.
Her former best friend and worked with her at the White House, was recording her and getting her to talk about all this shit. And anyway, she's just trying to get sales for her book.
Right.
And she's releasing this stuff. And what it's doing is making people like myself. I don't know if it is, but I'm loving her.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, fuck yeah. Like,
It's hilarious.
She's awesome. And
It is.
fuck that girl that was recording. I mean, that is like that's friend code 101. This girl should be fucking shot.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
If anybody recorded me when I was shit talking, which is my favorite thing to do, it's my favorite pastime. Don't get me started. Don't even give me a little kernel because I will tear it down and you will have collateral on me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if someone was recording me in any phone call, let's just say,
It'd
be bad.
Call. Yeah.
it'd be bad. But anyways, let's hear this next little thing to make
You got
you
it?
love.
You got it,
Melania.
Giorgio? Pop it up.
Annie Leibovitz shot the porn hooker, and she will be one of the issues September or October.
What do you mean she shot the porn hooker?
Stormy.
There it is.
Stormy. And so that's all they're releasing. Now
That's
look,
it. A little clips of
Which
she knew
is-
about Stormy Daniels. Yeah, she did.
of course she did.
Yeah.
Of course she did. She's known about all of it.
Yeah.
And she still puts up the fucking Christmas. She works her ass like an ass off. That's my favorite. I'm working like a
Like
ass.
an ass. Yeah.
Like an ass off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A fucking ass off. I work it off. But what she was talking about here is that Stormy Daniels was being treated like a fucking
rock star.
celebrity, like
Yeah.
a rock star. She
Right.
got Vogue. And what she's saying to go Google and read it. Annie Leibovitz shot the porn hooker. And she would be in one of the issues in the Vogue. They're treating her like a model, you know? And yeah, you should be pissed about that. This is someone that, like, you know, allegedly, right? Allegedly was paid off. Definitely slept with the president, right? So
Yeah.
the couple of those things are alleged. One of them is alleged. One of them is not, right? Like, he definitely had an affair with her.
No. It wasn't an affair. It was before the Melania shit. You
Right,
know
right,
that,
right.
right? But
Right,
he
right,
paid
right.
her off before the election.
Yes.
So that's the difference. He fucked her in, I like the early 2000s or something
Sure.
like that, right? I don't believe they were married at the time. I think so. Either way, the payment, the hush money payment, though, came in 2016 during the election because he didn't want that shit to come up, obviously.
Right. And so then she needs to deal with porn hooker again. And
Yeah, the whole thing.
She's on Vogue.
Yeah.
And I'm a model. I'm not on Vogue. I am a
True.
supermodel. I'm not on Vogue. This porn hooker being shot by Anne Leibovitz. Leibovitz? How do you say? Anyway, I work my ass.
Yeah.
I work like an ass.
Yeah.
And all of it. She's not wrong. She puts up
No.
with a fucking lot.
Nah, she's fine.
And she did not want any of this.
No, and now she's got to deal with this little cunt who's
Now
just,
she's got to live in a dump,
yeah.
do the Christmas,
Because look,
not be on Vogue. She can be on Vogue.
we've addressed the dump comment as well. Like when Melania and Donald Trump were like, "Hey, the White House is a fucking dump," because she's remodeling it right now. Do you know that, right?
She's trying. I mean, she's doing what she can.
She's doing what she can, and so did Michelle Obama as well. By the way, it's a museum. The White House is a museum. It's been there for 200 fucking years. So, yeah, dude, it's probably like a fraternity house, man. I lived in the old governor's mansion. My fraternity house was the old governor's mansion, right? I enjoyed it because I was in a fraternity and we could piss on the floor and dump beers all over each other's ding-dongs, right?
Sure.
We didn't care about what it looked like or what was going on in there. Now, if you're grown-ups and you have to live there and you've had $1 billion your entire life and have stayed in the nicest hotels across the world, yes, the White House is a fucking dump probably, you know?
Yeah. And what Tim Dillon said, she has to wake up and she knows that there's dirty little fucking school kids walking just
Yep.
right
Yeah.
next to her room.
Yep, right next to her room.
And she's so fucking rich.
Yes. And she's like, oh, the children's laughter. No, dude. When you're that rich, you
No.
eliminate the children's laughter.
No.
You do, man. I'm sorry, but you do. Even
Right.
Barron. Clearly, they weren't happy with Barron, and they injected him with something so that he's 12 feet tall and he became an adult.
They did a Gattaca
Yes,
with him.
they did a
right?
full Gattaca with Barron Trump. He is 12 feet tall. It wouldn't surprise me if he could dunk over Dikembe Mutombo at 12 years old. Is he 12 or is he? How
Yeah,
old is
no,
he?
we thought he was 14.
Yeah.
And then we found out, or we thought he was 16 and he's actually 14.
Yeah.
It was some weird age that you're like not supposed to be that
Nope.
tall.
And you know why they're injecting him like that? So he can stand outside the bedroom door when all those children walk by and he can just say, hello?
right.
Full 14.
He is just entering puberty.
That's what
Well,
I was thinking. Yeah.
shit.
So we thought he was 16 and he's actually 14. We were freaking out when we
Wait
found
till
out.
that growth spurt. I had mine at 4. I grew like 9 inches at like 14 and 15 years old. If he grows another 9 inches, it's going to be fucking big fish, dude. They can remake The Princess Bride. I was worried that because they're probably going to remake The Princess Bride. I was worried that they wouldn't be able to cast the Andre the Giant role. We have it now. It's going to be Barron Trump. Give him all the steroids. Let him fucking dunk on people. He's essentially a European basketball player. A European center is what Barron Trump is. And if that's not the best case for steroids, I don't know what is. You can live your fucking worthless life without steroids, or you can be awesome and do shit.
It reminds me of this like Dutch exchange student that we had at our school that was 7 feet tall.
Oh, Jesus. Was he white?
Yeah.
Anybody hook up with him?
No, but we were friends, and it was really weird to see us like
Together? You're very
walking-
small, yeah.
walking down the fucking hall.
So we had 2 7-footers at my high school, right? And they played basketball. We
Shipped him in. We
still-
didn't have any.
Well, here's the thing. We still didn't win a championship on that team. So
Mm-hmm.
it tells you how white we were as a program altogether. And I thought to myself, because I always consider myself advanced, like mentally advanced at an age where I could look at the future and say, hey, man, what the fuck is going to happen to these people?
Mm-hmm.
You know? What?
You consider yourself
Mentally advanced, yeah.
Mentally
Smarter
advanced.
than everyone else.
okay?
I just was. I wasn't all that bullshit.
Are you now, or you
No.
just were? Oh,
Now
okay.
I've just gotten dumb because I used all of it up.
Oh, okay.
The hard drive is full now, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
an idiot. I don't conjugate verbs properly, nothing. The hard drive is full. I've got to go to D.C. and get that shot in the neck that Dakota Meyer's been telling me to get. The reset
Right.
button. I want it. I'm just afraid that it'll take the edge off.
I'm
we need
afraid of-
that.
I would
we
be
need
afraid
it.
of all of that, right? Like, what is it going to erase? Like,
I
We
know.
don't want it to erase everything.
I don't know. Who cares? I don't remember shit anyway. So like, who knows? But what I do know is this: those 7-footers, when I was 15 years old, I remember looking at them because I played basketball, right? And I thought to myself, all right, I'm looking around and I'm in all the AAU leagues and all that shit. I'm looking around. I'm like, they're not good enough to be professional NBA players, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do if you're 7'1" and you're not an NBA player? And I was like, what is that guy going to do with the rest of his life? It was a very Seinfeld moment for a freshman in high school. What's that guy going to do? He's 7'1". What's he going to do with the rest of his life? I had a very Seinfeld moment, and I was just like, fuck, man. I mean, you can't really see them working at like Office Depot of like, oh, hey, let me get that for you. You know,
Right.
like or I guess a Sam's Club. I pictured a Sam's Club or like a Costco. It was just like, no, you don't need the forklift. You'll be saving money on forklift. Pay me extra money. I can just reach it down for you. And I had that mystery solved. So about 5 years after I graduated high school, right? And this dude was maybe 3 or 4 years older than me. I go into a coffee shop in Georgia. From Georgia originally, in case you didn't know. Going to a coffee shop in Georgia, I hear a sweet Aku, some form of Aku guitar coming from the other side, and it was a Jack Johnson song. I like the coconut. Whatever the fuck he sings, right? They all sound the same. Every Jack Johnson song is the exact
love
same
Jack
song.
Johnson.
So do I. And whenever it comes on, I'm at peace,
Same.
and it's great.
What?
Same.
But
Same.
every song is identical, and you could all call them coconuts. Every song has got coconut something in it, right? That being said, guess who was playing it? The Giants, the 7'1" Giant, and he grew
Like
long hair.
Hosier, yeah.
He grew long hair and had it in a ponytail, and it was all pulled back. Like, to see a man who is 7'1" on a stool. You know the stool I'm talking about, the acoustic guitar stools, like
Sure.
at a coffee shop.
Sure.
Crunched over. This guitar looked like a fucking teaspoon he
Ukulele.
got from a gas station. Yes. It looked like a uke. Looked like he was playing a uke. It was so awkward. The whole thing was so awkward. Did he sound great? Did he have a decent voice? Yes. Could he go on The Voice? No. Because I don't even know how you shoot someone like that on camera.
Right.
Our sticks don't go up that high. You're going to have to drone that motherfucker.
Right.
Get a drone to shoot him singing. Nowhere to go after that. I don't know what he does with his life, and I don't know if he's still alive. 'Cause most of those people die. Most of the 7-footers die at like 7, like I would say 7 foot plus is like 45 to 60 in that age range.
Oh, yeah.
Like they just die. So I don't know what you do with the rest of your life. My point is this. I don't know what Barron's going to do after all of this.
Oh, okay.
But I think the steroids are going to help him live longer and give him a better shot at the world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where we're at with that.
Yeah.
And then with all of you guys, I know you're a huge fan of Jessie doing Melania impressions. Buckle up. There's going to be a leak tape every day for the next 4 weeks until the election, and you're going to get to hear it. You're going to get to hear Jessie do
It's
it.
easy for me to do it because I completely see where she's coming from.
Same.
Do you know
It's
what I mean?
great. It's hilarious.
The only thing I have to do is change the voice a little bit, but that's exactly what I would say. This motherfucker.
Right.
I love her. I didn't used to.
I didn't either.
I love her now. And thank you, Stephanie, worst friend in the fucking world.
Who's that?
The lady that fucking wrote this book.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking is leaking all this dumb shit.
Snitch.
Dude.
You fucking
Friend
snitch.
code, bro. What'd she do to you?
Yeah.
What did here's what I want to know. What's the leaked thing that she fucking did to you that made you even start recording or thinking about writing this book? Mm-hmm. Is it really just like you hate Trump that much?
Yeah.
Okay, but that was your friend.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, me and Melania. Not anymore, you dumb bitch. And not you and anybody else. By the way, do you have any friends in your life right now? They're going to be very wary of talking to you on the phone, by the way.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, Jabes.
Dumb ass.
Get him, Jabes. Get him.
I just really like talking shit, and it's just you can't live in a world where
Let it
your
go.
friends fucking record you.
Go full Frozen. Let it go, dude. Let it go. Who gives a shit? Fuck
Do you know
'em.
what I mean?
Fuck that woman. Hammer the like button if you're watching on YouTube, by the way.
It's just the worst. I'm not a fan, by the way, of leaked anything.
No, me neither.
Leaked anything.
You know,
I was not supposed to hear that or see that document or anything.
I've never illegally.
I wasn't there. Like,
I've never illegally recorded anyone. Where I was just like,
Jesus,
hey man.
I mean, it's so uncomfortable.
Well, first of all, I'm terrible at technology, so I don't even know the fucking tech behind that.
Sure.
I don't know what any of my apps do except for like Instagram and Facebook. I know nothing about any of the other apps on my phone.
Right.
Because I'm a dummy who writes all night, and I can work Microsoft Word and do and things like that, like the very old school Final Draft, very basics. I've never recorded another human knowingly in my life, where it's just like, oh hey, this would be great for something else later on down the road, right? Mm-hmm. Like, fuck. Yeah, come on a podcast. You want to talk? I'll ask you about shit on the podcast. Shit gets live on this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about that Spike Cohen interview with Dan going off. It's great. This is my show. It was awesome. But that's the thing is like, dude, I'm not going to illegally record. So I can say whatever the fuck I want to you live on air. Who cares?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It is the goddamn thing.
Well, you know, I mean,
and Melania is being best right now.
She is. The be best. Like, I get it now.
Yeah.
I get exactly what she was talking about.
Just
be
being best.
best. Be better.
Yeah.
Be better, you fuck.
Yeah.
Because everyone's being dumb. And they're making her life hard. She came out here to marry a fucking billionaire.
Yes.
And fucking live her life.
Yeah.
And everyone's just fucking annoying her.
And Trump with the
And
Stormy.
fucking with her.
Yeah. And the Trump with the Stormy Daniels thing. Let's face it. I did some research for the show by watching some of her old school porn tapes.
Me too. It's vanilla.
It is, but her blowjob skills are fucking off the charts, and I understand it. If you get that fucking video sent to you by your bros or whatever, and you're like, oh man, wonder what it's like getting head from that woman. That's exactly what he did. Like, and if you're able to do that, holy shit, congratulations.
Sure.
There is a lot of Saudi princes who do that every day. All they do is go to Instagram and just cherry pick her. I'll take her.
Right.
Put that on plane. I'll take her. And they want to travel. They want a nice picture with the windows in Dubai and all the other shit. Riding a camel, maybe wearing a burqa, and then saying on Instagram, I had to because we got to cover up over here. Hashtag women's rights. Hashtag USA is the best country. Hashtag you're sucking that dude's dick for a free flight to fucking Saudi Arabia, right? Mm-hmm. Or Dubai or whatever it is. So look, it's going on now. I don't blame Trump. What's that?
Any of the Arab Emirates.
All of them. They all do it. Shit, we've had a couple on this show. No, not on this one.
I mean, rappers do it.
On Drinkin Bros.
Ruben, I don't know if he topped his leather poon, but
Who?
Ruben. You know Ruben Schneid.
Yeah.
Ruben
What did he say?
Schneid likes
Is
to
he
get
on
a
the
little,
board?
and that's why Jables has 2 kids. She doesn't like any leaking. Ruben.
Yikes.
Rube.
That is
Get
graphic.
him, Rube. Get
That is
him, everybody.
graphic.
Ruben, you're going to be on the shit list again, buddy. That's where you like to be, huh?
Yeah. He's a
No, I think
dirtbag.
it's funny.
Ruben's a dirtbag.
I think he
I
does
love it. Look,
I
we're
love
all
it.
fucking
I love
dirtbags.
it. But
Trump's a dirtbag. I love
think
it.
It's fun.
Look,
I think it's
if you get a chance to fuck your favorite porn star at that time, do it.
But I don't.
Take advantage
You
of
guys know I don't like that. Like,
Don't like what?
just the whole, like, even Chelsea Manning, whatever his real name is.
Right?
Just leaking all that. Like, my tiny brain
yeah.
It was not supposed to put all of that into context and know exactly what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's taking just a small part of your phone call and leaking it to a bunch of fucking dum-dums.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people are like, oh my God. It's like, what do you mean? You weren't there. So you can't, I mean, we're not meant to get information in that way without any context whatsoever. Right?
Yeah, man. Look, it's going to keep happening. Anybody close to this, if I'm the Trumps, man, I'm so fucking paranoid that I don't let anybody else in the inner circle at this point. David Edwards just wrote in and said, just read that the WNBA now has equal ratings as the NBA, the actual NBA. It's funny, man.
Wow.
No lie, just before we were driving in the studio, I was talking to Dan.
That's because the NBA is so low, not that we got up. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Anyway, equality.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Not a win, Georgio.
The
Not a win.
WNBA is still awful. Lower the rims to 8 feet. Let them all dunk on each other. That's the only way that's going to be exciting. Otherwise, get that shit out of my face. They've been more political than the NBA, to be honest with you. I had this conversation with Dan on the way over. So Game 2 of the NBA Finals, which is on free TV.
Sure.
It is Miami versus Los Angeles. You couldn't have two bigger media markets. You have LeBron James, who's the biggest star in the league. You have Jimmy Butler for the Heat, who's also great. The ratings are down because of politics, and no one gives a shit. And to be real, Jabes can back this up. I have not watched one NBA Finals game. I didn't even know what night they were on because I checked out after the 900th commercial for Black Lives Matter, and it's all over the court and everything else, where I was just like, dude, I just want to watch people fucking dunk on each other. I don't want to think about your politics.
Right.
So
Right.
I understand why the ratings are low. They've got a real problem on their hands. Here's the interesting part about it, David, is it's not now. It's in about a year and a half from now when the collective bargaining agreement is up for the NBA, because their salaries and the salary cap is determined on advertising money. If you're looking at these numbers as an advertiser, you're saying, get fucked, and you're going to pay a lower rate. And by the way, they do the same thing with podcasts, right? Mm-hmm. Our ratings are through the roof on all of these shows, Drinkin Bros and Ross Patterson Revolution. In the month of September, we crossed 3.2 million. Which was almost doubled our audience in 1 month. The advertisers know it. We know it, and we're happy to tell them and share with them. And the rates either go up or down. If our numbers are down, the numbers going. That's the thing. Now, these fucking overpriced millionaires in the NBA who want to have their social justice message heard every single day, then expect it to come out of your paycheck. But I have a feeling they're going to strike and they're going to bitch about that because, we're not making the money we used to. Well, you decided to use your platform, which that is the most overused fucking word in all of 2020 to me. Platform and COVID are the two most overused terms. Like, no, dude, you're not on a platform. You're on hardwood. You're on a basketball court, which is even surface.
I'm
so that means
starting
you're just like us, except you can dunk a
platform.
basketball. What is that, Jessie? What's your new platform?
Sorry, when you're done.
No, go ahead. What's your new platform?
No.
Is it a high dive? Because that's the only platform that should be. If you're on a platform, you should be washing windows on a high dive or on some form of stage that is elevated above all of us peons. That you're like, I'm on my platform, man. It's my fucking platform.
Or on a pair of beautiful women's feet.
I don't even know. Oh, yes.
Platform
Yes.
shoes.
There we go.
Yes,
There it
a
is.
platform.
There it is.
Is that what you?
I guess.
Is that what you call it? Wait.
It's a fucking reach. Now that I think about it, Jesus. But
That's a wedge.
What's your
it's
new?
called a wedge.
What's your new
no,
platform?
the platform. Yeah.
It is. It is. What's your new platform, Jabes?
It was an in-person, face-to-face.
Oh, what's that?
So I'm starting a new platform. It's called in-person, in-person, face-to-face social influencer.
Uh-huh.
And I pretty much in my pocket I keep stickers of hearts and thumbs up and thumbs down stickers. Mm-hmm. And if I like you, like I like how you look and your clothes and stuff, I'll put just a heart on you.
A heart sticker.
And then if we start a thread, otherwise known as a conversation, I will like your response to everything that I say, or I will not like it.
Will you give it a thumbs up?
Yeah, so the stickers are thumbs up, thumbs down.
Okay.
So I guess I could switch it around. You know what? Good point. For efficiency, I'm just going to have a thumbs up sticker and I can either put it up or down. Yep. Nice. You will get percentage in this.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Thank you. I'll take it.
If I like you, this is all in person, right? So if I like you, I'll follow you around.
An in-person.
If I don't like you, I'll stop following you around.
So you're an in-person influencer.
Yes.
I
so
like this a
have
lot,
to get,
actually.
It's a problem because there's certain people that I want to meet, right? And do shows with. Like, for example, Christina P.
Yes.
If I meet her in person,
Uh-huh.
I think I can socially influence her, right? But if she goes to my social, you know what I mean? Like she won't know that I'm actually the best in the biz at in-person, face-to-face influencing.
Uh-huh.
And so it's a new platform. It's going to take a while to get off the ground,
Yeah.
I think, and to get people really into it.
I don't think so. I actually think this is brilliant and people should be doing this all the time.
So it will be, I think I'm going to start with a party, and you cannot have your phones at all. All you have, I hand you the stack of the like stickers, the heart stickers, and the thumbs up stickers. And you follow people around if you like them.
Yeah.
You hang out with people if you like them. If you like somebody's response, you continue a thread. Conversation, right?
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you walk away, you start talking to someone else. I just feel like in social media, like I probably like people that I wouldn't like on my platform.
Right.
And then I probably don't like people on social that I may like on the in-person, face-to-face platform, right?
Got it.
I just want to,
Can I throw in one more suggestion?
please.
The new thing is people liking your responses on text messages so they don't have to talk to you anymore.
Right.
Can I recommend one of those just little bells? So after you like somebody says something to you and you're like, oh, I'd like to exit this conversation. I like what you just said. And then you tap your bell, smile, and then just politely exit of like, oh,
Ooh, that would be a good one.
She liked the end of the conversation and now she's leaving.
Right. Or I can do what I do on the text, which is the peace emoji, right? So maybe I can make them.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. Because that means we good. Right? We good? We done? I'm the worst. I'm
that's a
the
good one.
worst at any other platform other than, you'll back me up on this,
Yeah.
face-to-face in person. I kill on that platform.
You do.
All the other ones,
Yeah.
I suck.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Just going to go ahead and say this, though. That's not a platform. It's just you walking around in the world.
These days, though, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
I do feel like I have to make it a platform to just be like, hey, do you want to talk to me in person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me check your Insta first, and I'll let you know if you're worth fucking
Talking to. Yeah. I'm all in on this. Let's get a pack of stickers. And again, hammer the like button right now if you're watching on YouTube. It'll put you in some other space. Hopefully it'll put us in Christina P's face because we're fans of them and we're fans of your mom's house and all that other stuff.
Yes.
The ironic part about it was because I get this a lot of like, hey, did you know about your mom's house and all that other stuff? I did not actually. The show was originally supposed to be something else. It was going to be me interviewing people kind of like Howard Stern-ish.
Yeah.
And then you were going to be the Robin of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As it grew, people just liked us together, so we just stopped having guests, which is great. Because booking guests is a pain in the ass.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, it's great. That's great. And you're funnier than all the guests, to be honest with you, so I don't have to fucking play tug of dicks with somebody else, and it's great, right?
Tug of dicks.
That being said, once I got more into your mom's house because people were tagging me in it and shit, and they were like, oh man, I like you guys like I like them. I listened to her other show, Where My Mom's At, and I'm going to be honest. It could be massive. I just think she needs you as a co-host and the two of you guys going off every day. I don't even think you guys would need guests on that show, to be honest with you.
I don't think so. On her Where's My Mom's At?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think that show should just be the two of you going off in real life.
It's an interesting concept only because no one is doing it. All the moms podcasts are like about
shitty. Yeah.
And like to have a funny take on it, to be like, dude, I just want to fucking live my life.
Yeah.
These fucking kids, but you love them, right?
Yeah.
The only way to do that and talk in that way is if it's not tragic, right? So
correct.
Like your kids have to be good and taken care of and
that's
loved.
What's great about your mom's house and Where My Mom's At show is like, dude, you know that they're great parents and you know that they're making money and everybody's happy and they have a great life.
When you get two moms together,
I know.
Fuck those little pieces of shit.
Ian Kazuba said, you know what I'd give a thumbs up for on the YouTube? The chief sponsor, ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros.
Ian?
Look at that segue, Ian. We appreciate it. By the way, if you're not watching along live on YouTube every day, you should. This is where all these comments are coming from.
Ian, do you have one?
He says you'll sleep so good, it's scary.
You better have one,
I
Ian.
feel like everybody has a ghost.
You
I feel
better.
like, yeah, at this point.
Come on.
Shit, man. Even Jared just asked for another one. You know, he's just like, dude, I need another ghost bed. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros of the day. 30% off if you're a member of the military, first responder, or a teacher, or work in the government. Yeah, you working in the government? And that could be anything in the government. I don't even know what that entails, really. I just went to the website and it said GUBMENT, and I said, all right, great. You work in the government. Also, if you're just a fucking dummy out there like myself, and you're like, hey, man, how do I get some of them sweet-ass deals? Where am I going to lay my dick at night? They got a 30% off bundle package, so you can bundle all the shit together. Beds, pillows, sheets, mattresses, adjustable bases, fleshlights. I'm kidding. You can't they don't sell fleshlights, but they do have USB ports on those.
Yeah, you can plug them in.
Adjustable bases. You can plug those in, slide it right on your ding dong. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today, where, as always, they get a 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest there. Ooh. So all of these deals, these pumpkin deals is what I like to call them. Ooh, we got a little pumpkin deal, are applicable with all of that shit, which is rad. Next up, we get StrikeForceEnergy.com, Jabes.
Boom, 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 boom. Shabloinkers.
What were you chuckling about that you missed your
Someone says I don't
cue?
own a ghost bed because I'm poor. Like, do you have $38 a month?
If you do, you do. You can get a.
If you don't,
you can get it.
Let's work that out. For
Yeah,
you.
let's work it out,
get you
friendo.
a bed. If you really can't handle that,
Yeah.
let's talk.
I'm poor. I understand
He's
it. That's why
fucking
they
with
do it.
because he's
That's why
like, I
they
don't
do
have an
it.
iPhone. I'm poor. Blah blah blah. I know you're fucking with me, but you need a ghost bed. We'll get you a ghost bed.
Yeah. What's $38 a month? Fuck,
know.
dude.
Times are tough.
Get a single. That'll knock it down to like fucking $12 a month. You know?
Times are tough.
They are tough. Look, I'm not. That's why they're doing that no interest shit. I wouldn't do that if that was my company, but they are. So fuck it. Did you imagine? No
Stop
interest on
being
shit?
poor.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you money for 3 years. What? Yeah, no interest. I don't know how Ghostbed's making any money. I love it. It's the best goddamn mattress I've ever had, so fuck. Who cares?
I know. I heard poor. I'm going to work it out. He'll
Yeah.
get a ghost bed. I hear you.
Yeah. StrikeForceEnergy.com, Jabes, is how I get all hyped up every day, though.
Yeah.
I got to pump it through my veins.
If you're wondering.
Yeah, maybe Trump. Maybe Papa Trump is on the Strike Force.
I think so.
Who knows?
I think
He's on
so.
all of the things. Strike Force Energy lasts longer than 5-hour energy. It's 6-hour energy. It'll give you an extra hour, an extra boost. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com today. Tasty, tiny little tin pouch. You rip it open and squeeze it into any liquid available. And then all the magic starts happening. You'll hop right out of bed faster than Charlie's fucking grandpa and Wonka, you know? Oh, I'm not poor anymore. We got a golden ticket. I'm going to eat your chocolate. I'm going to fucking drink the soda illegally. Fly away and ruin your whole fucking trip. Maybe cost you a shot at owning the factory. That Grandpa Joe. That's how you'll feel on Strike Force. You're going to pop right up out of bed. Start doing shit you never dreamed you could do before. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com today. 10-pack, 40-pack, 750-milliliter bottle. Use the promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off at Strike Force. And they ship everywhere in the entire world, Jabes. You're going to like the way you drink. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I've put the feelers out, though, to get the Men's Warehouse guy on the show.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and I've gotten
Even just on the phone.
no response. Whatever, dude. I'll take
You know
anything.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
just that voice.
Just record something for me so I can play for the people.
Would be
Hey,
great.
I'm a big fan of Ross Patterson Revolution.
We've got a lot
I
of
guarantee it.
new people in the chat.
For the Nooner crew?
So welcome. The Nooner crew is the best crew of all time.
Yeah, it is.
You are in good hands.
Yep.
We're excited to have you and hope you like it. If you don't like us, at least you'll like the chatting with the Nooner crew.
Yeah, they're fun. You know,
They're more fun than us, probably.
Today's your last day, kids. If you're registering to vote, it is October 6th. If you give a shit about that, I I'm not going to tell you what to do. If your last name isn't Patterson, congratulations. I'm not your fucking dad. So I'm not going to tell you what to do today. But if you want to, go ahead. But everybody's making last-second videos, including Michelle Obama.
Oh, is she telling people to vote?
Well, she's urging Americans to vote. And then in the same sentence, but only if you do it for Joe Biden. So apparently voting is not that important if you're not voting for the candidates that all these celebrity assholes want you to vote for. So
do you think maybe she means not for an independent or libertarian?
I don't
know. Or
know.
does she mean just not for Trump?
Just not for Trump.
Okay.
Look, all of these no vote or go vote things is only if you're voting for their candidates. Do this after you do vote. If you are out there and you are voting, put the sticker on your face, make a smiley face or a video or whatever, and then go to Twitter or Instagram and just say hashtag I voted for Trump. Thank you for telling me to vote. I hope this, and then just write this. I hope this was the candidate you wanted because you told me to go vote and then I did it. But that's the candidate, right? It's the candidate you wanted to tell me and everything else. Dan is new to our team here. D2 is what we call him because we got another Dan, obviously.
Ooh, D2.
Right before we went on air, I asked him a genuine question. I said, hey, man, are you voting for, or who are you gambling on? Are you gambling on Trump or Biden? What do you think is going to win? And you said?
I said Biden.
You said Biden because you're going with Vegas.
Because he's going with Vegas.
Right. Are you voting for him in real life? We don't care, by the way.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to tell us that.
No, nobody has to tell us. We don't give a shit, though. I don't.
But anyway,
for real.
I like that he's going with the odds in Vegas. That was interesting.
Yes, I thought that was very interesting. And because for real, on this show, I don't care who you vote for. I clearly have my own political shit, but I'm not telling you what to do. You work your own jobs and have your own life and kids. Don't listen to somebody like me to tell you who to fucking vote for. Do whatever you want to do. We got a lot of feedback from that libertarian show on Drinkin Bros, and they were like, hey, man, that was really cool of you to have that guy on and at least listen to their ideas. I will always do that. Hence this conversation that we had earlier. I want to know what people genuinely think. And I think it's super interesting that you're going with Vegas on this one.
And what?
Because Vegas odds are really goddamn good. And I say this on Drinkin Bros Sports all the time. Somebody knows something that we don't, clearly, because most of the time, you're a gambler.
Vegas.
Yeah, they're the best in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, they
best
always
in the world.
win.
At any
the
profession.
very best, yes.
Yes.
So you take last night, right? In Drinkin Bros Sports, there was a doubleheader last night in the NFL on a Monday night, which never happens. The only reason it happened was because of COVID, and the starting quarterback got sick, and they had to push the game or whatever. So the odds jumped from 6.5 to 11. 11 points, right? All throughout that entire fucking game, and I told everybody because we had a rough Sunday. I bet on the Bears and the fucking Packers, or the Bears and the Cowboys, which fucking A, dude, it was brutal. Anyways, last night I bet that game all 6 ways you possibly could in Drinkin Bros Sports. Parlay, 6-point teaser, pick both the winners, all that shit, and I did it. I won all of them. I won close to $4,800 last night, right, Jessie?
That's good.
It's great. And all the listeners won, and it was an awesome night in general. However, watching that Chiefs game with the Vegas thing, it was 11. Homeboy had a fucking pick 6 towards the end, or else they wouldn't have beaten that spread. And Vegas is right there again. So I do take stock in that. If Vegas has Biden up right now, it's surprising to me. But I understand why you would bet on it. I want to remind you, though, Hillary was favored as well. Bigly. She was favored bigly in that last election.
Yeah, wasn't she minus
two? Yeah, it was 200 or 280 or something like that. It was a crazy thing where it was just like, hey, if you put money on Trump, it was just like, we're just taking your money. So last night, after I saw Trump was losing in that, I doubled down on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles your deposit. You can bet on the election just like a football game now. And I went hard. I pulled a full Ariana Grande on Trump because the odds are great. Look, 140 means you put 100 down, you're getting 140 back. Mm-hmm. I like those odds. I went hard on those odds, and I can't wait. So we're 4 weeks away. Today's the last day to go and register. If you're into that shit. If you're not, if you're at home and you're saying to yourself, Ross, I'm one of the Nooner crew, brother. I want to do cocaine in my pajamas and watch Springer all day. Do that too. I don't care.
That. You're
do
an
that.
adult. And it used to be a free country.
Used
so.
to be, not anymore. Got to pay for that either in public or in fucking freedom of speech. Tomi Lahren is learning that lesson this morning. I always find her hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
She follows me on Instagram.
Does she?
It's nice. Yeah, she likes my stuff.
I bet that feels nice.
Leaves some comments on it. I've never met her
for
in
you.
real life, but we're a fan of hers, and we've had a bunch of friends on that show, and vice versa. With her, she said, "Why don't you go tell Joe Biden to carry a purse with that mask?" And people are losing their mind. I thought it was a funny joke.
It's okay.
Yeah, you know,
What does that mean?
meltdowns. Just that he's a little lady. He's a little grandma.
Because he's wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Are we there still?
Yes.
Jesus.
And the reason I bring this up, I think the entire election hinges on that. I really do. Mask, no mask, business is open or not open, and that is it. The rest of this bullshit with the debates and everything else, no one cares. And that's what the entire thing is going to come down to.
Right.
Businesses staying open, mask, no mask, and that's it. I think that's it. And it's what you believe in on this one. Because if you're looking at the economy, look, the stock market is only 1,000 points off of its all-time high right now, which is shocking.
Yeah, but what's unemployment?
Unemployment is down. So the jobs number last week was fucking incredible. We were just like, oh, hey, people are hiring or whatever. The problem is, though, you can't shut down again. So, you know, if you're going to shut
small
down,
businesses doing?
terrible. Small businesses are doing terrible, but it's in
Okay.
the cities where that are shut down. So again, that's what I think this election comes down to. Is that because it's in like New York is going under that what you were talking about yesterday, the de Blasio thing. I had to look that up because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I could not believe it.
Did they pass
No,
it?
they haven't said yet.
Okay.
But late last night, Gavin Newsom said the same thing about California of like, hey, we need
Right.
to reconsider our shit, and was like,
Yeah.
huh?
I think they're definitely going to shut back down again.
Is that what your parents have said, or anybody out there?
No, my parents are in Ventura, Oxnard, Santa Barbara area, and they haven't been that crazy affected. That town has pivoted to make it so that
Yeah, I was there. It was great.
bars can stay open, restaurants can stay open, but it's north, Oakland, South, San Francisco,
Right.
and then south, I'm sure. What's up, Dan? You want to talk? Oh, I thought he had a microphone.
Jessie takes
Sorry, it was a pen. It was a pen.
drugs.
But anyway,
Jesse takes drugs.
no, I just like to let other people talk if they need to talk.
Jesse takes drugs. Jesse takes drugs.
I should.
Jesse takes drugs.
I should.
We try to get you to.
We try to.
But yeah, I find it hard to believe that the economy is doing well. I don't know.
No, for what has happened, what has transpired,
And it's the stock market, but that's like
it's everybody's 401ks is the problem. So like, that's everybody's retirement shit.
right.
You need it to do well,
Sure.
you know? And
Sure,
that's
but
the
it's
tough part.
a weird barometer, right? Because it's like
It is.
not all these people that I'm talking about with small businesses and startups and whatever
Correct.
have either 401k or money in the stock market.
Right.
So
But their anger is
how
going to be
do you-
shifted. Their anger is going to be shifted to, why did you close down my business and who did this to me?
yeah, 100%. I'm just saying like,
I think that's what it's going to come down to. So today, I wish one of those celebrities, the reason I bring this, I wish one of these celebrities would just say that. Let's face it. That's what it's going to come down to. Not you overpaid assholes who are sitting there fucking, go vote, but only for my candidate. No, it's not. You don't give a shit about their businesses. You don't give a shit about any of these companies. So people are going to vote how they want to vote. I'm certainly not going to tell you who to fucking vote for. I'm not in your situation. I'm not in your shoes. I don't even know if I could fit in them. I'm such a large man. You'd have to wear 12. You know what they say, big feet.
right.
Really, really tiny penis. Really tiny penis.
Can we get a foot size on Tyga real quick?
Boy, that dick pic. If you've not seen, that's a great segue. If you've not seen the OnlyFans, we talked about it a couple weeks ago with the kid from Teen Wolf, Tyler Posey, getting an OnlyFans account. Yeah.
Okay.
Were you on that one?
Was I on that what?
That show?
No, we didn't talk about it on Ross Patterson Revolution.
Oh, we did not. So I think I brought it up on fake news then is what
Okay.
it was. It was interesting to see a male celebrity now join an actor Now join OnlyFans, where you're like, and he's posting like risque photos and shit. And I posed the question. I go, well, looking at the Bella Thorne money, how do you say no to that? And what do you do over there? And is this the next wave? Turns out it is. Tyga, who is apparently a rapper. Giorgio says he's a rapper.
He's pretty famous.
He is. I know his songs if you play them. However, I've never downloaded them. And like, is it the
Aaron
That's
Carter
it.
has one too.
So well, here's the thing. Aaron Carter, you hang the fuck on. Tyga pulls out the hammer.
Mm-hmm. And it's a hammer. It's a baguette.
Yes. 10-incher. Would you say it's 10 inches?
Easily.
It's
a Dak Savage and a half.
It is, yeah. Yeah. It's he pulls out the fucking Denty Moore can, right?
Okay.
Numbers skyrockets. It's $15 to see Tyga's dick, and everybody was talking about it.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, cool. Looking at that, monetizing that, knowing that musicians can't make a goddamn cent off of their music because of streaming.
Right.
You get like 1/8 of a cent per play. So, you know, Danny Warsnop's been on the show many times railing on it, where he's just like, sweet, I get $26 at the end of every month. The move to OnlyFans was a great one, and it's classic Kardashian now that I think about it. He was with them, looking at their success. Kim came off of a sex tape, looking at him like he was trending #1 on Twitter. He's not dating a Kardashian anymore. Therefore, I was like, what's that for? OnlyFans, where he just pulled out a dick as big as this Core hydration bottle. They're not a sponsor. They should be. It's just the cheapest water I got at the gas station today, but whatevs. And I was like, oh my gosh. So now you say Aaron Carter's got one.
Yes. He jacks off and then he.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Jays off. Can I say jacks off?
Say whatever you want.
Oh yeah, jacks off. Jacks off on.
There's an entire generation of little girls who are
you
so happy right now.
fucking kidding me?
I mean, they're
He jacks
probably
off,
in their
but then he
mid-30s.
also,
But
like-
Is that real?
Yeah, but then he also like plays guitar too.
After he jacks
And
off?
So he jacks off. Those make the most money.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
he
the
also
jack-off
tries
videos?
to like play guitar. No money. He tries to like release music. No money. Only J and the D.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
Wow,
Right, Giorgio?
wow.
That's what I heard.
I have not heard that. I will look into it, I guess.
My mind is blown.
Yeah.
Shit.
And look, like for a little drug addict like him,
Like,
Jay off.
Is there a better way to make drug money than jacking off? Like, no, dude.
The drugs make you want to jack off.
Yeah.
People pay to watch
Pay,
it.
you get more drugs, you jack
Wow.
off more. It's a beautiful cycle
That is incredible.
of life and love.
We are in the simulation. This is every dude's
We're
fantasy.
in the sim world, brother.
Because people like him
None of
used
this
to
is
have to
real.
go, they used to have to be with people like Tiger King and like not be gay, but get drugs.
Just
you
to
know what
get
I mean?
their
There was
drugs,
so
yeah.
much they had to go through, and now it's like OnlyFans. It's making
An
it
iPhone
safer.
6 can take you to the promised land.
It keeps
Man.
you safe. You make money. You get your drugs. Whatever you need to do, right? Like, it's a great site for sex workers. It's just people are trying to get into that world.
But for reference, is this in between Tyga and John Mayer? Where is Aaron Carter?
Okay. So,
Oh.
we did an entire show where I left. There's nothing more that I enjoy in this life than making one of my best friends uncomfortable for hours on end. Dakota Meyer is a B-Fry. He was on the show. He sat next to me on this side of the desk. I left a full screen shot of John Mayer's dick up for the entire 90 minutes.
Okay.
And he just, every time was just like he's just looking away the entire time. And I was just like, no, it's here. It's right here on my screen. You can just watch it for 90 minutes straight.
Right.
I made him super uncomfortable with it. So having seen John Mayer's dick that many times, I feel like I am an expert in this. And I would love to see a dong off between John Mayer and Tyga, white versus black, and that will end racism.
Oh, Tyga definitely has John Mayer.
I don't
And
think
what
so.
do you
Oh, for
do-
sure.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry. So what do you do in a dong off?
It's a measurement contest.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
You don't need to like Jay?
No.
No, I mean, you get some blood going, but
Yeah, you got to
Sure.
get some blood. Like, you got to maybe
Fluff.
6-7 strokes.
He's got a fluff.
Yeah.
To use the technical term, yes, from the
Yes.
industry. Yes,
Correct.
Yes,
Fluff.
Yeah, you
we
gotta-
know
you gotta
Georgio was a
fluff.
fluffer,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Just for one summer.
Just from some drug money from Giorgio.
Before OnlyFans.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, look, you can watch Georgio. Are you jacking off on your OnlyFans?
No.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's yeah.
Oh, great. Is it just Giorgio?
It is.
At
Yeah.
OnlyFans, there you
yeah,
go.
it's on there.
Yeah.
It's on there.
There you
you
go.
are not.
I am.
It's $5.
Sweetie.
$5. $5.
It's okay. I'm not scared of John Mayer.
$5.
Dumb enough.
$5.
You know, Giorgio looks like this,
long.
the Tyler Posey guy that you said.
Yeah, from Teen Wolf.
You can pretend to be him.
Ooh.
It's very similar. You
Yeah,
look
you
like
guys
his older
look
brother.
a lot alike.
You could be his stunt double.
I'm willing to impersonate a celebrity for nudes.
What's your tattoo stitch on your chest and
None yet.
okay, he does. So, you
See,
know.
I'm not that cool. I need a few
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I'm not cool either, Giorgio. I'm going to be cool. I was telling somebody the other day that I'm going to get tattoos later.
Yeah, we've
And I'm
talked
gonna
about
get
this
them
before.
all at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. I wouldn't say all at once, but
I don't know, but I'm gonna one day be uncool, and then the next day act like I've been cool forever.
sure.
Do you know what I mean? Oh,
Sure.
what this? Stop asking me about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop asking me what they mean, even though I like really want people to notice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like that.
Of course you are.
I'm gonna be like that kind of tattooed person. Ugh.
Fine. here
Quit
it is.
asking. Fine. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want anyone to see it? Sorry. Don't put it on your neck.
Sorry about that.
Don't put it on your neck if you don't want me to ask about it.
Yeah. Don't.
Your tattoos.
See your tattoos.
Where'd
Post
you get
Malone
your
doesn't have
tattoo?
an inch left anymore.
He doesn't, but you
On
know,
his
whatever.
entire skull and face.
Whatever, you know.
Good-looking
School
dude.
Teachers have tattoos.
Good looking dude.
Cops have tattoos. It's fine now.
Yeah, but you saw the guy in, was it France, the teacher in France who had the face tattoos, and he was like, they said I couldn't teach anymore. They were like, oh, I was scaring the children. Yes, because you look fucking frightening as shit.
Not on your face,
Your
though. Not
entire
on your
face was tattooed.
I don't think we're there yet.
No, we're not there yet.
We're
I don't want my 6-year-old walking into first grade. Here's your teacher, fucking tattoo face. You know, whole face is tattooed, entire face. Where you're just like, all right, cool, man.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's my passion, man. You don't want me to let me teach your kids? No, I don't want them having fucking sexual nightmares for the rest of their life.
Right.
Who's your teacher? What? Did you wake up? Did you have a bad dream again? Yeah. What was it about? My first grade teacher. Oh, the one with all the face tattoos? Shit.
What age
Why
do you
couldn't
think
you sleep?
that would be okay though? I think like a senior.
Senior in high school,
Yeah,
college,
junior, senior.
Yeah, like one of those
Do whatever you
JUCOs,
want.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
junior
yeah.
college where it's just like, oh, hey, did you have a tattoo face guy for fucking Spanish 101? Yeah, I did, man. He was weird.
I would totally take him for beat making, like how to make a rap beat 101 at a community college. Do the face
Yeah,
tat.
for sure.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
a DJ class or something like
For
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd be down for that, but in real life, no, dude. I don't want you teaching my fucking kids. Are you crazy?
Right.
Yeah, they have enough things to think about.
Well, because it shows that you haven't always wanted to be a teacher. This is a new thing.
Ew.
It shows that it's a new thing.
Oh
for you,
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah,
else
yeah.
you would have
yeah.
probably
Or else you would have been
thought
like, meh, wonder. You can't even be a fucking Walmart greeter with that shit on
Right.
your face, bro.
Right. So this was plan B for you. So that's another reason why I wouldn't want you to.
Right.
You know?
You know. By the way, there's a new hurricane that's upon us. I just found out about this. That's how crazy the news cycle is right now, that a fucking hurricane hitting this country is like, meh. That's like the 20th most important story today.
Right.
Another one. It's going to New Orleans. You and I just had a conversation about going to New Orleans like
Can they handle another
last
one?
night. I don't know.
Jeez.
So it is rapidly strengthening to a Category 4. The hurricane's name is Delta, like the airlines. Weird.
What was the
Hurricane
last
Delta,
one? D.
Florence or something. C. I don't know.
I thought it was
Who fucking
Ivan or
knows?
so. Whatever.
Yeah.
whatever,
Look,
whatever.
we're not alphabet masters.
I'm not.
Never
I don't
pretended
know.
to.
I have
be-
to sing it in my head.
Yeah,
in
every
order
single
to get
time.
to the
But a Cat 4, and it's headed towards New Orleans. It might land at a 3 to a 2, somewhere in that region. But my God, man, let's be done with that shit too. I'm going to ask the serious question. I know Trump said he would like to put a nuclear bomb inside the hurricane. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see it happen just once to see what goes down. You know? Mm-hmm. Will the ocean explode?
Gosh, some days it's this life is
I'm
too
kidding.
much.
I'm kidding.
Obviously. Is
But-
he kidding? We don't know.
I don't know. I think he's kidding. But either way, I would like to see some sci-fi shit happen now at this point where it's like, I think this is like I want to say like the 18th named storm or something like that.
Yeah.
At this point, we should be able to shoot the hurricane, I think, with something, you know? Some form of missile or something else where it's just like, hey, cool. We're getting these amazing shots from overhead of like the helicopters and stuff. And they're like, we're in the belly of the beast. Isn't this amazing? We're seeing all the visuals. We know what it looks like. Why can't we just shoot something into the hurricane, you know? Like,
Right.
I mean, look, I'm not there in New Orleans and I apologize. Usually I'm the one who beats the hurricanes on my own. How many have I taken on just me personally and beat them?
Barry.
Yeah.
Barry was the last. Barry, no.
Barry, no. In New Orleans.
It was nothing. Nothing happened.
No, nothing happened. We saw Jim Cantor drunk
Getting
at a bar,
fucking wasted.
throwing napkins in the air toward a
fan?
ceiling fan. Yeah.
And he was just
And
like,
it's just
Barry, no.
Barry, no. And just laughing hysterically.
my
No lie.
favorite
It was everyone from the Weather
moment.
Channel.
Yep.
And it was you
And
and
they
I.
all had the jackets on still.
Yeah.
I think they saw people looking over and they would they took the
they
jackets
took
off.
they took
and
the
were
Weather
kinda
Channel
like,
jackets off.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I think people are like,
Dead serious. And Jessie and I are in it. We were at the Absinthe
Absinthe
bar.
bar.
It's like the oldest bar in New Orleans on a Sunday. Just getting
Yeah.
rocked.
Early times.
Or it was like noon.
yeah.
Great day. We had a blast. But we were just talking about going to New Orleans, and I was like, man, and I wake up to this shit. Come on, bro. We've got enough. LSU is terrible at football this year. Those people are going through enough down there.
Ooh.
They are.
Yeesh.
Not my fault. They're the greatest team of all time last year.
Not my
Just kidding,
problem.
Book. Just kidding.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
I'm not
Love
actually.
you.
But
No,
nothing
thankfully
you can do.
he's just honest about it.
Yeah, and I'm honest about
tell ya.
By the way, I'm honest about my team too. The Falcons last night were that game, and I bet against them. I had so many listeners be like, "Hey, man, that's really ballsy. Like, that's your favorite team, and you're betting against them." I was like, "No, it's not. I know they're going to lose.
Right.
Be honest about your team. Try to make some money off of it.
Take
move
the
on with your
emotion
life."
out of it.
Yes.
That's
bet
with
against
everything.
the Falcons. Bet hard against the Falcons. That game wasn't even fucking close. And if our coach is on that flight back to Atlanta today, and he walks up to his office and the goddamn door isn't locked, what are we doing? What are we doing as humans?
That's an interesting point
Yeah.
to apply to this pandemic, right? If you take the emotional, anecdotal response,
Correct.
what do you have? You have data only. And as humans, we don't respond to that as well as like anecdotal, grandma not being at the kitchen table. That affects us more than like really seeing numbers and data points, right? So take the emotion out.
It is, yeah.
What are you betting on? What's going to give you the best return?
Yeah, it's going to give you the best bang for your buck. Apparently, it's Aaron Carter on OnlyFans.
Yeah, best bang for your buck. I
Yeah.
mean,
Some J-off sessions.
oh, he's just so
He's gross.
sad.
Yeah, he looks
It's
methed
just
out.
sad
Oh, yeah.
because he's
Whatever.
he is drugged up. But anyway,
You're going to like this next one, Jabes. The hashtag send nudes is trending, but it's not what you think.
Noodles,
Yes.
love it.
Noods, and people are blasting out pictures of their favorite noodles. This is your day. There is no one who loves just butter and noodles more than Jessie Wiseman.
Ugh, dream. And a shorter noodle as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just easier to eat.
Yeah.
I don't love a slippery spaghetti, if you know what I mean. A long, slippery noodle. You know what I mean?
That's what you should call friends you don't trust. That's what Melania should call her best friend,
a long,
slippery spaghetti.
noodle, yeah.
Oh, she's a real slippery spaghetti, that one. Don't talk to
Yeah.
her. You
don't
can't
talk
trust
to her. You
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how many nudes are going to be on the ground.
No, you don't. And then last but not least here, everybody's been tagging me in this new 21 Savage album with Metro Boomin. I've gotten through half of it. It's okay. I'm not the most gigantic fan of 21 Savage.
Yeah, was he the blurry face kid?
What?
He was born in the UK.
Oh, that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
with
that
with
guy.
the knife.
He does, yeah, with a knife.
You know who I always think of when he says 21 Savage, and I've done it every time, is the 21 Pilot? Is that who it is?
Oh.
Blurry face.
No.
No.
Not even close.
Okay.
The all-white band of 21 Pilots
Yep,
versus
yep,
the gangster rapper 21 Savage.
Look, I'm not in the world.
Here's the thing. 21
Usually-
Savage is so he did the Rockstar song. If
He's
anybody
a
doesn't know him,
Mumble boy.
yeah, is how much money you got?
Yeah,
A lot. How much money you got? A lot. He's so unenthusiastic when he's rapping that it puts me to sleep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a great Brookstone. Like
He
he'd
should be
a-
on the Calm app.
Yes, it'd be a great Brookstone feature on like your sleep app because that's the way he rap.
A lot.
And he talks like this.
A lot.
Here's the beauty of it. So when I was supposed to go interview Post Malone the first time, he was on tour with 21 Savage, and so he was super sick, and it was when it was raining all those like 90 days in a row.
Yeah.
And so he was sick, and they were like, "Hey man, he's gonna barely get through this show, but you can still hang out backstage or whatever." So I got a picture. I talked to 21 Savage, and I was like, "Hey man, let's get a funny picture for Instagram." And he was just like, "Oh, okay, where do you want me to turn? Right here?" And I was like, he's exactly what you think he is in that rap. And the
good.
reason I'm getting tagged in him, and I don't know how much money they paid for this, he got Morgan Freeman to narrate the trailer for his album release, and he's on the album like during those like little interludes and sketches. Morgan Freeman is on the 21 Savage album.
I hate to say this, and I never thought that I would.
I'm jealous.
Morgan Freeman is saturating the market. Whatever it is. Where
What
you're
else
like
is he in?
Tiffany Haddish. He did it with Chappelle for his.
Oh, you're right.
He did.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just did the Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He did the
You're
stage
right.
direction.
Yes.
Now he's doing this. Don't Tiffany Haddish yourself, bud.
How old is Morgan
Or-
Freeman? How old
or
is
is
Morgan
he on the
Freeman?
way
He's
out?
got to be like 87, right?
Or is he just trying to make some cash before he
A
checks
friend of
out?
mine worked with him a year and a half ago on a movie, did some rewrites for.
He's 83 years old.
He's 83.
83. Okay.
So
Get
a
what
buddy
you
of mine
can.
worked with him about a year and a half ago, and I said, "How was he?" And he goes, "Man, Morgan Freeman is remarkably sharp, and like he's super fucking funny." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they were like, "In a dry way, like I forget where they were shooting, maybe like New Orleans or something like that." And he was just commenting on people walking down the street, and there was another famous actor, super famous, with him. I'm not going to say who that is because then that gives it away. But my buddy told me the story where he goes, "Yeah, man." So I'm sitting behind them in the director's chairs, behind him, and he goes, "Morgan Freeman spotted a fan from like 100 yards away, and him telling the other famous actor that this fan was going to beeline to him was the greatest goddamn thing of all time." And he goes, "Oh no, look at that biggin. There she is. Oh, she's huffing and puffing. I guarantee you she's going to come over and ask for your autograph, probably give you a hug. You're going to smell her, and there's going to be a lot of sweat on your clothing." And he just kept saying it, and this woman kept getting closer and closer and closer. And sure enough, she goes in to the guy next to Morgan Freeman, the actor, and goes, "I'm your biggest fan."
Oh, wow.
Goes in for the hugs, and he goes, "Oh, okay, that's my cue. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a lovely time."
That's called the Freeman forecast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And apparently he's really witty and funny and still with it at 83. So he's in on the gig.
Sure, but I just caution you against. Do you remember when Christopher Walken was doing that a lot? Snoop Dogg did it, where they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they become the caricature, and they're like, I'm in on the joke, and then it happens too much that they just sort of lose all credibility
Right.
in all other facets, right? So
I
I
understand
guess
it.
at 83 should probably be the time that you do it.
You might as well get the rest of that cash. He's got a granddaughter/wife to support.
That's true.
He's married to his
Step-granddaughter.
Granddaughter, yeah.
I don't know if they're married, but yeah.
Oof, I'd love to see that hidden certificate somewhere. I wonder if she's getting that cash, Because maybe she's the
Cash.
one who's just like, "Hey, man, what are you listening to?" He probably came home from work. He's like, "What are you listening to, 21 Savage?" "Oh, shit, I just got a call from him to narrate his shit. Should I do it?" "Yeah, you should definitely do it."
Yeah.
Take the money, Morgan.
Yeah, dude.
Take the money.
Take the money.
Morgan. Gregors Dulesky here says, "We need Freeman Fridays back in RPR Facebook group, Ross. Give the people what they want." Look, I would do 1,000,000 Freeman Fridays. We've got to hire more people for me to do those. I did them once a week for an entire year straight, and then I just stopped. But those were a blast, and those were fucking amazing. Once we're big enough here to just start hiring a team of people, like where I can just pop into different rooms and do that shit all day long.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'd love to do it. I love doing those goddamn things.
Right.
Oh no. There he goes. There he
Yeah,
goes.
I mean, we'll get all that stuff.
Yeah, dude. We'll do all of the things. For sure. And we're working on it slowly but surely. And hopefully we'll have the RPR set up and running next week. It's done. I'm looking at it right now. We just need to light this bitch and get some curtains for the window. But that's about it. That's about it. Jabe's got me the best fucking...
Present?
Was it a present?
Yes.
Yeah. She got me this 3D Elon Musk from, was it Russia or Croatia or something like that?
It was one of the other ones. Damn you.
Whoa, dude. I just watched you physically have a meltdown live on air. Yeah.
Mind melt. One of those.
One of the countries in Europe. Was it Europe or Asia?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a
Old USSR, I
It's
think.
like a Croatia.
Georgia? Was it a
No.
republic?
Keep naming things.
Poland. Czechoslovakia.
Kazakhstan?
No. It's a more
Ukraine.
It's a more famous one. Ukraine.
Ah, there we go.
Thank you.
There we go. Boy, that was a dogfight, wasn't it?
Look.
Colton
look.
Riordan just gave us $10. Told me to go fuck myself, actually.
To tell what?
Told me to go fuck myself. He didn't say that.
No.
didn't
He
say
just
that.
gave the money. Thank
He
you.
just gave the money and just said, hey, man, I love the show.
Bring back coconut waters, Jacob Nichols says.
Coconut
Chandler
water. Here's you know why I don't do the coconut water bit anymore on my socials?
Why?
Everybody thought I was sponsored by them, and I got a bunch of hate messages that were like, hey, motherfucker, just come out and say you're sponsored by coconut water. I actually wasn't. I just thought it was a funny joke.
No, you did it with like pumpkin spice too. Like you just do it with weird
I
things that
think-
people are really into. You'll just make it.
I'll just do it. It's not like I'm not getting paid for it, but I guess I should have been because that took off.
Oh yeah.
Coconut water. But yeah, I'd be down for that. Shit, and if there's anybody else that wants to sponsor, that fucking dude whose board fell out of the Porsche Cayenne. If Range Rover wants to sponsor, Broncos, whoever, man, we're down. I don't give a shit. I'll pedal whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
That Bronco, though, love to have them on the show. They're sold out of shit. There's a lot of sponsors out there who are just like, dude, we don't fucking need you. Truly did that to me. Truly big time me, by the way.
Oh, what'd they say?
Obviously I always talk about I'm a little Truly girl. You know, I'm a little Truly girl. That's what's one of my fave seltzers. I like that new one, Vizzy too.
Yeah.
I had those at the
Vizzy's
Texas game.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had those at the Texas game. Big fan of those too. Starting to lose my palates for White Claws. Don't really care anymore. I feel like I can drink a case of those and nothing happens.
Right.
Ranch water I love too.
Your tolerance is up.
Ranch water I love.
Yeah.
Now that I can get down on all the time. That's like a new Texas thing that's I don't think anybody else has. But with that, Truly was like, hey man, we're good. We're Truly.
Right.
You know? What are you laughing at over there?
The name is JG Wentworth 877 cash.
Yeah. And it says, do you need cash now? And he
That's
gave
your
$5.
name? That's your handle? I love you. That's
do you know what that
great.
is?
Check into cash. I would do.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
That's
That's
really funny.
That's funny.
It's
I
really
like
funny,
it.
yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, Truly turned me down. They big time me. They just said, look, man, we're selling off the shelves on this. Also, if you notice, the price of seltzer is actually going up. So if you go to your stores and you're like, hey man, why is this like $14.99 for a 12 of White Claw? There is actually a shortage of seltzers because everyone is buying that shit. They're just jacking up the prices. There was one.
Are they cutting their
what?
Are they cutting their supply?
Yeah, who knows?
Are they fucking cutting it with water or something?
There was a story that White Claw actually had sold out for one entire day in the United States, and they had to race around and get supplies and all that shit. There was one the other day where we were going to like a cookout or barbecue at somebody's house, and I went to pick up some ranch water. It was a different company that did it. I can't remember the name of it, but it was $18.99 for a 12-pack, and I was like,
yeah, but
"Yeesh."
that's like liquor. Do you know what I mean? So there's like in ranch water, it's actual liquor.
Yeah.
And then lemon, salt, whatever, else goes into it.
Gigi just gave us $15.99 exactly for a case of Truly. That's exactly what it is, and I appreciate it. I will
love
buy a case
that.
of Truly, and with that
I
money,
love that.
and get down. The COVID shit, by the way, just to close this up. Since I am so over it and all that shit, and football is back, like I actually feel better about my life than I did like 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay.
With football back and everything else, like there really is nothing that I enjoy more in this life than you cooking ribs on the weekend and having some drinks with football on in the background. I coach soccer on my kids' soccer on Saturdays. Get to watch college football and all that other shit. Like, I don't really notice the rest of it anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't. And your ribs were fantastic on Sunday.
Thank you.
Yes.
Practicing.
And that rib video will be going up this week.
Couple days.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know.
You versus Jared. That'll be on our YouTube channel. So subscribe to see what happens. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Go to iTunes and rate the show a 5-star and leave a quick review. It'll help scoot us on up the charts. D2, you do it right now. Do it for the people. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, B-Base.